Hello ladies and gentlemen, Nick here, and welcome to my vlog of Time Agent the Musical, the 4th episode of Series 2, which means we're over halfway from Series 2. Yes! Not from, into. So the plot of the musical is that after two days after something flew out of a portal that Liam and Dan had to get some invisible dragons, fire-breathing dragons into, everyone starts acting happy and singing and all that. Dan and Mortis become best friends. And Liam becomes really happy and enjoyable, but because he has the strongest willpower, his dark and miserable side is trying to get him back to remember all the miserable and sad times so he can fight the false happiness. And that's what happens. We basically see the team just being happy and going around, and Liam meeting up with his sad and depressed version, the non-happy side of him, to combat a false happiness, which is a possible threat to the human race. That's basically the musical, plus the fact that we've got some songs in it. We've got Dan's song. We got the hang on. There's the Liam rap first, then the should I give up or should I just keep on chasing flower alien song Dan sings. There's the Time Agency song at the end, and then there's a few songs that's not original to this story that are used. And yeah, it's pretty good. The best bits are actually with the dark alien bit, the darkest side of him, the dark reflection of Liam, because he's trying to get Liam to remember the sad and unhappy times, and we see a bit into Liam's past, including the fact that he had a girlfriend. As we see on a note thing, he reads "Forever and always love Katie" on the little letter at the end of the episode. And also a little bit more about his past as well. We know that he never knew his father. His mother was killed at an early age, right in front of him. He worked on the rice fields as a slave. I think that's what I got. I think that's certainly told a bit later on. And then he got to the Time Agency and saw quite a few horrors in his life. So we're getting quite a bit of information, yet not too much detail, just little hints. It's a shame we don't really go into too much detail. Even after Series 3, Liam, Mortis and the other Writing 5's stories are pretty much mostly a mystery. This is both good and not so good. It's good that they've created this kind of mystery, wanting to find out. But I suppose one way of not telling us more is that we'll never find out about the rest of their lives, what they were like beforehand. And what events exactly, apart from those seen in Sins of the Past, did they take to, or did happen to lead them to go to the 21st century? I suppose as a mystery you can incorporate it into work it out for yourself, kind of come up with your own versions. That's supposedly a good thing, I suppose. And it's quite fun to see Dan and Mortis enjoying each other's company, looking up at the sky and pointing at clouds and playing a guessing game. Mortis almost coming a little bit intense towards the end of that guessing game before the fairy comes and gives him a bit more happiness to inspiration, as he did with Liam after seeing the sad side. Eventually Liam confronts the fairy and kind of tricks him into contradicting himself. Whoops. Now, I'm not really a big fan on the actor playing the fairy. In the comments section, Billy said that he was a friend, but the performance wasn't that good. I think it would have been okay if he just wasn't looking up at the sky all the time. I think if he was looking straight at Liam or the camera, maybe looking at the sky when he's discussing the experimentation of the team about Liam losing his ship and that bit about each person. then maybe that would have been okay if he was just looking up, doing that when he's talking about Liam and the team. When he's talking about everything in general, he could just look straight at the camera, or at Liam. Not direct at the camera like it's looking at the audience, just look towards the camera, look towards Liam. And yeah, I think that would be better. I would say that Luke Pond, who plays the fairy, is the weakest actor in Time Agents. But there is an almost as weak performance in the third series, so I won't be too harsh. And he is quite young, so I won't be too harsh. But suffice to say that the acting in the first series was slightly better than this, I think, and he's pretty much around a similar age, probably. So I'm sure there could have been some. At least look straight on at Liam when you're talking to him, apart from when you're doing the talking of the team, then looking up, that makes sense. But I don't know. I think a little bit of misdirection was around this point, so maybe not completely Luke's fault. Wasn't probably not completely his fault. There could have been a little bit more direction from Billy or Jamie or someone. And overall, it's a great story. Robin comes back. Apparently Liam and Dan believe Mortis now about the CCTV footage. Liam I could probably understand because he's known Mortis for a while and he knows he's redeemed himself. Dan only has to go on the fact that Liam trusts him and Mortis has redeemed himself. Although he just say it could be a duplicate, which is a possibility, and we'll find something out in Series 3 about it. I know we keep hinting about the fact, we're going to find out in Series 3, not at the end of Series 2, but I can't help it. It's Series 3 where it gets told. It's Series 3 where I have to mention when it does happen. But eventually Robin has decided to work alongside Mortis, just so long that Mortis keeps away from him, and they'll be okay. And yeah. And Dan and Mortis make sure the code is stabilised. All in all, the musical is a really good episode. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It's not quite 10 out of 10 because it is quite a bit long. It's about 31 minutes. This is the third longest episode of the series, and the longest of this series. Third longest of Time Agents, I mean. And quite a lot of it is the singing and dancing. Other bits is just going around and being happy quite a lot. There are some great moments like the dragon scene, the invisible fire-breathing dragons. And the songs are pretty well performed, and I didn't notice until this time that Billy Tracy's was out of sync with his Agent Liam rap for part of it. I guess it's a bit tricky to do it anyway, and yeah, he did a pretty good job. So, yeah, that's the musical. That was a great episode. Tomorrow is going to be an even better one. Probably my second favourite of Time Agent. The Nightmare Forest. I'll see you guys next time.